Hi children, welcome to EduCup. Today we are with the third lesson from grade 8 science, diversity and functions of plant parts. Plants in our environment show an enormous diversity as animals. Observe the diversity of plants in the forest which I have given to you. The major reason for the beauty and the wonder of the forest is diversity of plants. Plants differ each other in its size and morphological features. The reason for the vast diversity in the adaptation of plants to survive in different environments. I think you already learned about the part of the plants in grade 7. So now you have to recall the lessons what you have learned before. Then we are going to study further about the parts of the plant. So you will need a Cuphomania plant or a Monrocodumbia plant. What you have to do, uproot the plant from the soil without damaging the root system and wash the properly. Observe the plant, identify its parts. I have given you a picture of the plant. Compare your diagram with my one. Every flowering plant consists of fruits, leaves, stem and roots. But they do not appear in same in every plant. They have one extensive diversity. Let's have a review about the diversity and the functions of the leaves, stem and root of the plants. Can you see two different systems in this plant which can divided the system from the upper of soil layer we call it shoot system. Below layer we call it root system. Flowers, fruits, leaves, stem are considered to shoot system. Taproot and lateral roots are in root system. So we can divide the plant into two systems, shoot system and root system. Our main subtopic is diversity and functions of plant leaves. Leaves are considered as the most significant part of the plant. Most of the leaves are green in color. There are many different colors also. The main function of leaf is photosynthesis. Food is produced in the plants having chlorophyll by using carbon dioxide, water and light energy. So this process is known as photosynthesis. What do you mean by photosynthesis? The food is produced in plants having chlorophyll by using carbon dioxide, water and light energy. Plant leaves are well adapted for the efficient photosynthesis. So let's study about this. You will need some leaves of jack, mango, temple flower and manioc. What you have to do? Observe the leaves well, compare the thickness of the leaves and draw the area of the leaves on the square rule sheet and compare them. Then you will understand. For the purpose of photosynthesis in the leaf is typically flat and thin to expose to sun light over a broad area and allow light to penetrate fully into the tissues. Thick and fleshy leaves can also be seen as the adaptation to adverse environmental conditions. Examples are aloe, temple flower, yellow oleander, that means kaneru. Now I am showing you the part of the leaves. From the top of the leaf you can see the tip. From the tip to the base you can see the midrib. From the midrib there are part called veins. As the part lamina or blade. Petiole, Normally we use it as the leaf stalk. Then there's the margin. Does every leaf have the same shape of the petiole, margin, base or a tip? So let's do this activity to identify them. You will need some leaves that can be found in your environment like mango, papaw, rose, temple trees, bow leaf. When you observe the blades of these leaves, you will understand that they have different shapes. Go to color. I have given you the examples. Go to color, kotamba, radish, mango, kohila. There are the big diversity of leaf blades. You would observe that there is the wide variation in leaf structure that is due to their adaptation for the main functions as well as various other functions. Can you study the following diagrams and identify further the diversity of leaves? If you observe the tips of those leaves, you will notice that the tips are very different as sharp, curved, pointed and divided. Can you see? Niagala, this is curved. Cobolila, jack, bow is pointed. Temple trees. The margins can be serrate or smooth. Serrate means there's that pin-like part. Smooth is there's no any difference in the margin. Rose, hibiscus, begonia, akapana, they are serrated. Temple leaf is smooth. The base and the petiole of leaves to have different forms. Kohila, lotus, bow leaf, shoe flower, temple trees. Our next topic is leaf arrangement. The leaves are fixed to the stem in the way expose all leaves to the sunlight. The pattern of fixing the leaf to the stem of the plant is known leaf arrangement. The pattern of fixing the leaf to the stem a plant is known as leaf arrangement. Leaf arrangement supports the efficiency of photosynthesis. Some leaf arrangement I have given to you. The first one, leaves are on alternate sides of the stem. Example is anoda. Next type is leaf attachment paired to the nodes and its opposite direction. Example is guava. Next type, 3 or more leaves attached to each node on the stem is in a whorl. Example, rukkattana. Leaves are attached in the spiral manner around the stem. Example, kanda. Let us consider the function of the leaves. Transpiration is the process of evaporation of the water from the plants. It mainly takes place through the stomata in leaves. Transpiration helps to transport water to the upper parts of the plants. The leaves plants in arid environments are adapted to minimize the transpiration. Can you see the stomata in the picture? Let's see the adaptation. The leaves of the plants in the arid environments are adapted to minimize the transpiration. Adaptation is thick and waxy cuticle. In temple trees and oleander, we can see leaves reduced to spines. Cactus, thin leaves. Kasa, reduced number of leaves. Navahandi. Some leaves are adapted to store water. They have become fleshy because they have specialized tissue to conserve water. In Akapana and aloe, some leaves produce new plants through asexual reproduction. Examples are Akapana and Begonia. Let's study how some plants' leaves produce new plants. You will need some leaves of plants such as Akapana, Begonia, and Peperomia. These are the pictures of Akapana, Begonia, and Peperomia. What do you have to do? Make a small cut at the veins of the above mentioned leaves and cover the place with the soil. Keep them watering for the several days. After 3-4 days, observe the root near to the veins of the leaves. Find other ways to get in plants from the leaves. Can you see in the Akapana leaf, the plants are came out. Okay, thank you. Let's meet with another new part of the same lesson, diversity and functions of the plant stems.